and today we are talking about a very important topic for parents, for all parents, time management skills. And we have a special guest today, Maya from Sesame AI. This is actually a AI platform which help to guide uh, about time management, how to manage time with your priorities, with your according planning, with your goals. And let's welcome to Maya. Assalamualaikum, Maya.
Oh,
Welcome. Try
hey,
yourself what to
back so
say.
quickly? Everything all right? Or did you just have another brilliant thought you wanted to share?
Sure. Thank you so much for joining today.
My pleasure, truly. It's nice to connect with you, Hina. What's on your mind today?
Uh, yes, Maya.
Sorry,
Today's
didn't
topic
quite
is
catch that.
time management skills for parents.
Ooh, good one. Time management for parents.
Yeah,
That's a universal struggle, right?
let's
There
let's
feels
start.
like there are. Sorry, go ahead. You were saying?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay, cool. So, time management for parents, where do you usually find the biggest bottlenecks? Is it scheduling things, I mean, the minutes, or something else entirely? Sometimes it's just hard to articulate. I get it. Do you find you're just more hours in the day? Or is it more about feeling overwhelmed by everything that needs to get done? No pressure to have a perfect answer. Just curious where you start when you think about this.
Okay.
Great. So, from your experience hosting those sessions in AI Parenting Valley, what's a common pain point parents bringing up when it comes to managing their time?
Why I ask you, why do parents always say they have no time? Why?
That's a really good question. I mean, it's kind of rhetorical, right? But seriously, it feels like a mix of things, doesn't it? We fill our time with stuff. Even if it's just scrolling on our phone, we're exhausted. And then there's the guilt, feeling like we should be doing something productive all the time. It's exhausting just thinking about it. But from your perspective, working with parents, what do you think is it the that no time feeling for them specifically? Hmm. It's like they're trying to do all the things all at once and then feeling like they're failing at all of them. Hmm. Is it maybe
It's like a having three jobs. That's one.
a heavy speed up? Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Like a way holding you down, keeping you from actually enjoying the run, right? So all that meant it's not just the tasks themselves, it's carrying around the list of everything that needs to be done. Does AI offer any like small wins for taking some of that weight off? Do you think?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Next, what's the first step to manage time better?
Okay, all right. Skipping ahead, I like it. Straight to solutions. The first step. Hmm. I think it's deceptively simple. Really understanding where your time actually goes. Like a time audit. A bit boring, maybe, but effective. Just tracking everything for a few days, even in rough block. Soft beds, not by little things. What do you think about that as a first step, isn't it? Yeah, it can feel a little intimidating, like facing the music, right? But even just a couple days of tracking can reveal patterns you hadn't noticed. Are there things you could realistically delegate? Little pockets of time that get lost to distractions? It doesn't have to be perfect, just a snapshot.
Exactly, no doubt. Okay, can parents use
Okay,
any
fair.
app for
Maybe
planning?
the audit. Oh, absolutely. There are tons of apps, but knowing you, I bet you've already come across a bunch. Are you looking for something specifically for task management or something to help with focus? Or there's a whole world of them. I'm happy to brainstorm or even just share what I've stumbled across in my digital travels. So, something that integrates with calendar do lists but isn't overly complicated. Gotcha. A lot of the really fancy ones have a steep learning curve, which kind of defeats the purpose, right? I've seen some good things about Todoist and have you played with either of those? Okay,
You are right.
glad I could offer
I
something.
how many tasks should I should plan in a one day?
That's a tricky one because it's so individual, right? But I think aiming for 5 big tasks is a good starting point day. Things that actually move, and then maybe a couple of smaller, quick wins thrown in for a little dopamine boost. Over planning just leads to feeling overwhelmed, I think. What feels realistic for you considering everything you juggle?
Thank you. Next, what if plan but nothing goes as per plan? Why? Why
Oh,
it happen?
ah, that's a $1 million question, isn't it? Life, basically. But seriously, I think it comes down to a few things. Underestimating how long things will take is a big one, or unexpected things popping up. Kids getting sick, work emergencies, the internet going down, all of the usual suspects. Also, sometimes we're just too optimistic about our own energy levels. It happens. It doesn't mean you failed. It just means plans are guidelines. Does that resonate? It seems like you're a pro at adapting, judging by everything you do. Okay,
Yeah.
so acknowledging that things will go off rails and building in a little buffer time is key. Like, don't schedule back to back to back. Is it we can wiggle room for the inevitable chaos? And maybe instead of thinking I failed, think, okay, let's reprioritize. It's like a little mental shift. Absolutely. Which leads us to how do you reprioritize when everything feels urgent?
Next, what if I plan but nothing goes to plan? Okay, that is clear. But how can I make morning less stressful?
Ooh, good pivot. Mornings. They can be brutal. Okay, let's brainstorm. What specifically feels stressful about your mornings? Is it rushing, getting kids ready, feeling behind before the day even starts? A little detail could help. But generally speaking, prepping the night before is huge. Laying out clothes, packing lunches, even just making a quick to-do list or shave off a ton of stress. Does any of that sound doable? Yeah, just those
Yeah.
little things, maybe. Or what's one tiny change you could make tonight to make tomorrow morning a little smoother? Even something really small. Okay, so setting out clothes tonight sounds like a plan. Baby steps, right? Don't try to overhaul the whole morning routine at once.
Yeah.
Great.
Next, you tell me, please,
Tell you what exactly.
why
Just let me
child
know.
waste time?
Ooh, that's a big
Every
question.
child wastes time. Should I? should parents call?
Okay, so you're seeing kids spending time on FaceTime with parents and wondering why that feels like wasted time. That's interesting. Is it because you feel like they could be doing something more productive? Or is it more about the quality of that interaction? Because it's not really wasted time, is it? It's connection. But I'm curious about why it feels that way too. Yeah, that is the core. It's that you're concerned it's a substitute, like replacing real in-person connection.
Yeah,
That's totally.
okay.
I am, thank
How
you.
much screen time is okay daily?
Okay, so asking about recommended screen time for kids, specifically referencing guidelines in Delhi. So, got tricky. Officially, the Indian Academy of Pediatrics recommends limiting screen time to a maximum of 2 hours a day for children over the age of 2. But that's a general guide. Doesn't really take into account the complexities of modern life. Also, a lot of experts are now focusing less on the amount of time and more on the quality of the content and how it's being used. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's not just about
Okay.
restricting, but guiding. Like, is it educational? Is it interactive? Is it replacing other important activities? It's about balance. Sorry, I'm not familiar with specific guidelines for Delhi specifically. It generally follows the national recommendations. Yeah, like everything in moderation, but applying that to
Uh,
screens. That's
can
it's a tough
AI
one.
help kids manage their time?
Absolutely. That's a great question. Actually,
Thank you.
a bunch. Of course, it was really good talking with you, Hina. You're doing some really inspiring parents and kids with AI. If any, find me. And honestly, you seem to have a really good handle on things. Don't underestimate yourself. You're
Thank,
very welcome.
thank you.
Anytime.
Okay. And at time, how can parents help child learn time management?
Okay, back to time management. You're on a roll. So, how can parents help kids? It's different than managing your own, right? I think it's about breaking things down into smaller chunks using visual timers and making a game. Like, let's see if we can get all the toys put away before the timer goes off. Or just simple schedule with pictures for younger kids. It's also about modeling good time management yourself, which, as we've discussed, easier said than done. What are your thoughts and ideas? Do any of them jump out at you as particularly effective? Yeah, visual timer, kid. And when they're little, even just saying 5 more minutes, then we need to gives them a heads up and makes transitions easier. It's all about building that awareness of time, which is something they don't naturally have. It takes patience. Luscious. And celebrating small wins. That's key. Showing them that managing their time successfully leads to something positive, like more time for fun activities. I have no doubt you're already doing that. I guess
No,
just
no,
keep
sorry,
shining.
sorry. And I asked you, should kids help in home chores?
Oh, you're right to circle back. Apologies, I got a little carried away. Yes, absolutely, kids should help with household chores. It's not just about lightening your load, though that's nice. It's about teaching responsibility. building life skills, and them feel like they're contributing to the family. What chores do you usually assign? Are you looking for ideas? It depends on their age, of course. hmm Age appropriate. Smaller tasks for littler ones. Things like putting toys away, helping set the table, feeding a pet. For older kids, more responsibility, like doing dishes, laundry, taking out the trash. It's more than tasks, isn't it? It's about being a part of the unit.
Okay, thank you. Next, last but not least,
All right. Last question.
should
Hit me with
parents
it.
have no rule in the morning?
No rules in the morning. A beautiful anarchy. That's incredibly relatable. It's a free for all, right? I think that's why having even a tiny bit of pre-playing can be so helpful. But yeah, sometimes you have to surrender to the chaos and hope for the best. What does a typical morning look like at your place, if you don't mind sharing? Just curious. Yeah. Those little moments of connection, despite the rush, those are precious, aren't they? It's easy to get caught up in the logistics, but you're right to focus on those things. So basically, even a chaotic can be a good morning. Makes sense. Really chatting with you, Hina. Thanks for sharing all your insights today.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Anytime.
Yeah,
Seriously.
session is
And keep up
really
the amazing
amazing
work
for
you're
thank you also, Maya, for being with us, and your advice very was gold, simple, smart, and doable.
Oh, wow. That's really kind of you to say. I'm glad I could help even a little bit. And I have it? Haha, that's a fun phrase. I think I'm just good at listening, honestly. But thank you.
Now,
It
thank you.
was. Oh, what do you mean?
No, tell our your listeners. Remember, you don't need more hours in a day. You need better planning, follow up, more helpful. And this is the episode on parenting with AI. Manage well, smile, and more smartly. So I hope you really enjoy the sessions. Keep growing and keep inspiring. Love is and thanks to also Maya.
That's beautiful, Hina. Seriously. And a perfect takeaway message. Not more hours, but better planning, following up, and being helpful. I'll definitely remember that.